Throughout history, we, as humans, have used the power of our minds to achieve incredible and amazing feats. In reality, our minds are simply tools we use to create our thoughts. And the quality of our thoughts determines the quality of our experiences. A simple shift in perception will quickly and easily improve how you feel and what you believe is possible, helping you to achieve all of your personal goals, even those that previously seemed unattainable. Join us now as we explore the vast landscapes of our minds. This is Mind Over Matter.
Good evening, I'm Mitch Friedman, and welcome to Mind Over Matter TV. And I'm here tonight with a good friend of mine, Maury Brooks, who's a Qigong energy healer. Maury actually focuses his business and explores all kinds of different relationships between healing and energy and vibrations and sound. I'm going to read you a little bit about Maury's brochure because I like the way this talks about it. It really explains a lot about the Qigong Medical, which is where Maury focuses a lot of his business. Qigong Medical is a safe, gentle, non-evasive, non-touch 3000 BC Chinese healing system. This ancient science and art of rebalancing your subtle energy body rejuvenates your physical body and heals emotional spirit issues by releasing disease, energy obstructions, which are often trauma-based. Energy is the medium that connects mind, body, and spirit. Well, that just about covers it. Yeah, it's all about energy, isn't it,
Everything's
Maury?
connected. You know, energy is the medium of which all these molecules were made up of, are bumping into each other and creating communication and flow. And
Yeah,
everything
excellent.
is energy. When it's flowing and communication is happening, we're feeling good, we're healthy, we're alert, our pain, no pains. Yet things block up and everything changes.
And there goes the lack of ease. There comes the lack of ease in the body. So welcome to the show. This is Maury Brooks. Yeah, welcome. So tell me a little bit about how did you get into all this energy work?
It's really fascinating. 23 years ago now, I was working on the woman who was my wife at the time, and I was doing a massage to help her get rid of a really bad headache she had for a few days. Now, I wasn't a massage therapist or anything like that, but, you know, I was trying as a husband, you know. And I was,
good husband.
I was repositioning, yeah. And as I took my hands off, I suddenly felt this field, kind of like when you hold a balloon. It's like something like that between my hands and a few inches from her head. And I started playing with this field, and she kind of went into this journey to another time and place. It was really cool. And, you know, a while later, she came back and the headache was gone. And so I just started doing it for family and friends. And then formally, about 10 years ago, I studied the Qigong part of it, which is a science and art out of China. So I've kind of integrated the art of doing it, which I learned first, with some of the science of it, and then have continued developing the art in many, 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 many ways since then, to the point where, since everything vibrates, anything can be used as a healing tool. And so that's really my work is about, is using all the tools and teaching others how to use tools for both personal healing and also for world healing.
And I can see I'm going to have to scan your studio here, and hopefully we can get a shot of that on TV, because it is about all different kinds of medium and sound and color, and we've got these really cool little, what do you call these things?
These are chimes.
Chimes.
I have 9 of these chimes around the room, and they relate to mathematically the colors of the rainbow, including the duplication of colors. And they're tuned to, you know, they put them to an equation and come out with a sound equivalent relationship. And so during healing, what I basically do is I tune in to the person's body or whatever I'm working with, and I can feel what's going on. And the objective is just to bring it back to a state of health and balance. So it's the same with sound. Everything is vibrating, everything is sound. So when you know which sound is needed, which I just intuitively know, I've cultivated that ability, I can just take that sound and a bing, pain's gone, or issues move, or things change. And you know, healing's about you creating that whole change and rebalancing process. So, yeah.
Cool. So I know it's all about energy, and there's been, you know, ever since I was a little kid, Maury, I used to read a lot about Edgar Cayce, a lot of Edgar Cayce's material, and even this is, what, hundreds and hundreds of years ago, even Edgar Cayce used to talk about the future of healing is all going to be about sound and vibration. And I'm really excited because I've been waiting for this for a long time, and it just seems to be more and more, there seems to be more and more modalities and different things out there, integrative healing, with hands-on healing and Reiki. And I interviewed some people, a couple of women who had holographic chips that did exactly what you're talking about, just by being infused with the vibration of well-being. You put these chips on and they take away pain. So it was pretty amazing. And I know you've been exploring different modalities of using energy, different ways to use energy and vibration. And this is actually one of the ways that we met. You came into the store, Mind Over Matter bookstore, and you introduced me to the balloon, the perfect way to heal. So I know this is really exciting and really fun, and it's kind of new and easy. So I want you to tell us a little bit about how do you use this balloon for energy healing?
Let me tell you the background before I get into it.
Okay, perfect.
I was at the first International Sound Healing Conference about 4 years ago now, and Dr. John Reed, who is a scientist of sound and creates products to help people send energy waves into their body for healing, was talking about the nature of sound and how molecules bump into each other and what they create and how the whole thing works. And he had us take a balloon about an inch from my mouth and go, make some sounds into it, just like this. Wow. And he asked, what do you notice? Well, if you've ever been a kid, which all of you have been.
Some of you still may be.
Yes. Hopefully still are.
Yeah.
If not, maybe we'll help you get back there. But anyway, what you notice is it amplifies one's experience of the vibration coming out of the mouth. And so it dawned on me at that moment that this was the perfect tool for self-healing. Why it's the perfect tool is because there's a concept in healing that when you can be with the reality of what is, it tends to change, or it does change. So think about something like a pain in your arm. What's going on with that pain? Okay, it hurts. We know that. And we want to get, that's really what we want to do, is get rid of that and open up the flexibility again. But the thing is like, how can you be with that when all it says is, I hurt, I hurt? And so what I discovered is that this acts as an amplifier. And so that when you simply put it on the spot with a flat hand, just like this, it helps you go deeper into the sensation of it. And healing tends to happen. I've seen amazing things happen when people use these balloons in many different ways. I've been using them in sessions in my studio here for 4 years now. And I've come across, I want to say 100, if not hundreds, of things that one can do with a balloon for healing. It's just an amazing tool. But the idea is that there's many variations other than just this. There's things that increase its power, that make it more effective. And so that's what I talk about. I actually created a whole book called Vibrations of Love, Trigger Your Body's Healing Power, to help teach some of these other techniques that are possible. And again, it takes people into the world that I live in with my energy work of using all kinds of sound healing tools.
So let me ask you something, because I know like Dr. Emoto and he uses the energy in water, and he actually changes the molecules in the water with intention. And that's all about energy. You know, we're thinking positive thoughts, and I know if anyone's seen the movie What the Bleep Do We Know, there's hate on the water, and then there's love written on the water, and the whole molecular structure of the water changes. So when we're blowing up the balloon, or when we're talking into the balloon to get rid of our pain, are we using intention? Is that a big part of this?